Hey guys, welcome back to Family Frenzy Vlogs. Welcome back to our channel. Today I am cooking Sunday dinner. So we are having baked turkey wings today. And yes, I know it's almost Thanksgiving, but we love turkey wings in this house. We love turkey in this house. So we're gonna have turkey wings today, and we're gonna have a whole turkey on Thanksgiving Day as well. So right now, I actually prepped my turkey wings. I washed them and cleaned them really good. And so I have them in this long pan right now. So I'm just gonna get ready to cut my onion. I'm gonna chop these up really good and put them in a pan. This is gonna give your turkey wings some really good flavor. So I already peeled the onion. Do you guys cry when you peel your onions? So I found that there's a couple of things you could do to keep from crying when you're peeling the onions. So you can actually run your onion under cold water. That would help. It helps me sometimes, but not all the time. I still cry usually when I put it under water. But also, you can actually keep the root or the eye of the onion attached. Don't, like this part, don't cut that part off when you're about to chop your onions. Leave that on, leave that in place, and then just start cutting your onion from the top. And that will help, you know, eliminate the tears while you're trying to chop your onions. So I actually recently learned that, you know, I used to just put it under the cold water to try and help from tearing up all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna prep these turkey wings, and we're gonna have string beans today and some boxed macaroni and cheese. I'm not making any homemade macaroni and cheese today, so I'm taking the quick route. I don't feel like cooking for hours and hours today, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna chop these onions real quick. And then what I'm gonna do is show you guys what seasonings I'm gonna use for our turkey wings. Now, as I've always stated, you can use whatever seasonings you like in your turkey wings, but I personally feel that you can't have turkey wings without seasoned salt. You gotta have seasoned salt. At least that's my opinion. I love cooking my turkeys with seasoned salt, but you can use adobo or like a seasonal spice, whatever seasoning you like to use, you can use it. There's no right or wrong way to bake your turkey wings. You can use whatever seasonings you like, but whenever I cook turkey wings, I always make sure that I have seasoned salt as a staple, you know, to bring it together, the flavors on our turkey wings. Alright, so that's enough onions for now. So let me show you what seasonings we're going to use. So again, I have the seasoned salt. Okay, we're going to use onion powder. We're going to also use some garlic powder. And then I like to use a little sage as well. It gives it a nice flavor. You know, of course, sage is pretty strong and pungent, so you don't want to use too much of this. I usually just use enough to put like a little dusting across the top of the turkey wings, so it give it that Thanksgiving taste. Okay. Then I'm going to use a little bit of thyme. You don't need a lot of this either, just a little bit to go across the top of your turkey wings. We're going to use some rosemary, and we're going to use some black pepper, of course. Okay. But before I put the seasoning on my turkey wings, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some butter on top. Now you can use olive oil as well. I just like to use butter. And in this case, I usually melt down some stick butter, but I don't have any more stick butter, so I'm gonna have to use some of this. It's gonna be fine. What the butter is gonna do is gonna help keep the turkey wings moist while it's cooking, and it's gonna help it to brown, and it's gonna also help your seasonings to stick to the meat. So I'm just gonna spray some butter onto the turkey wings. I only have a little bit left, so gotta be mindful of how I'm putting the butter on the turkey wings. Just make sure it don't have to have a lot, because after I put the seasoning on, I'm going to mix it all up together to make sure everything's combined very well. Oh guys, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, we're using parsley flakes as well, okay? This is just for color. It's not like you can really taste it, but it makes everything look pretty. All right, so right now we're gonna start the seasoning process. So I'm gonna put some Lawry's seasoning salt onto the turkey wings. And guys, you eyeball everything. You make sure you have, make sure you're able to see the seasoning and smell the seasoning on your food. See, it's not a lot. See, it's just a light dusting of seasoned salt on top of the turkey wings. Okay. Next, we're gonna use the onion powder. This is a powder. You don't have to worry about overdoing it with this. This is not salty. It's just gonna give your meat a really good flavor. Same goes for the garlic powder. Okay, put your seasoning on there. Guys, remember, if you don't have enough seasoning, your food is just not gonna taste good. It's gonna be bland. But of course, there are those who can't have certain spices. So, in those cases, that's different. If you are on a low salt diet or no salt, you have to eliminate the salt. They have all kinds of salt substitutes. You can use Mrs. Dash, have some really good herb ingredients. I think there's a garlic blend that we love to use actually for Mrs. Dash. You can also use lemon pepper as well. Lemon pepper will actually give you a really nice flavor, and it kind of make you think you're eating salt, but you're not eating salt. It comes from that lemon flavor. That's a really good substitute when you're trying to lay off the salt. Okay, so next I'm not gonna put the sage on right now. Let me go in with the black pepper. And you don't want to use too much black pepper, y'all. You just want to use enough to taste. Okay? Black pepper. And then we're going to go in with the rosemary. Rosemary and thyme together, y'all, give your meat a really good flavor. Next, we're gonna go in with the thyme. I'm running out, but it's enough for this dish. But I'm gonna have to get some more thyme, especially before Thanksgiving, because I'm gonna be using the thyme on my whole turkey, and I'll also be using some thyme in my stuffing. Okay. All right. Next, I'll go in with the sage. Again, a very light dusting. Guys, the sage is very pungent and strong. That's good enough. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I've already washed my hands very well. I'm going to actually mix all this together. I'm gonna mix all the seasonings onto the meat. Just mix them up real good in the pan. Make sure everything is evenly coated. Okay. If your meat still looks kind of white, you may want to add a little bit more seasoning. Again, that's your preference. Okay. It's not like you can cook and taste this while it's cooking because it's going in the oven. You can't do that with baked meat. When the meat is practically done, then of course, yeah, you can slice off a piece and taste it to see if your seasoning's to your liking. And in that case, you just put whatever extra you want on top of the meat. right before it come out of the oven. But you just have to eyeball it. Just make sure you have enough seasoning nicely coated on the meat. Okay? So right now, I turned all the pieces around upright. Okay? See? Get a good look. Okay? Let me rinse my hands off. Gotta always keep those hands clean in the kitchen, y'all, when you're dealing with raw meat. Okay? Always keep your hands clean. Okay. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw these onions in there. Just throw them across the top. So guys, I like to, sometimes I'll make a gravy base to my turkey wings, and sometimes I'll make just a regular broth type base. Today I want to make a gravy base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, I already have some water boiling on top of the stove. So I'm going to get some boiling water, and I'm going to use some of this. You got the Better Than Boullion turkey base. I love this. Now this base is the key to having the perfect gravy. Okay, so let me go and get the water. Okay guys, so I have about 1 cup of boiling water right here. So what I'm gonna do is take a teaspoon of the Better Than Boullion turkey base, and I'm going to mix it into the boiling water. About like that. You don't need a lot, okay? About like that. And I'm just going to stir this into the boiling water. So this is going to be a really good base, a really good start to our turkey gravy. Because once your turkey wings start cooking in the oven, it's going to start to develop its own juices anyway. Alright? Now I usually put a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan as well. Because, you know, I like a little extra juice. Alright? So this right here is the base to our turkey gravy. So what I'm going to do now is pour this into the bottom of the pan. And just make sure that it's evenly coated in the bottom. Okay, it smells good, y'all. It smells just like turkey gravy already. Now guys, I'm not pouring a lot of this into the bottom of the pan because you don't want your broth to cover the meat. Alright? Just this 1 cup is good enough. Okay? Just the 1 cup is good enough. See? You can still see the top of the meat. We just got a light coating of the broth on the bottom. Okay? See? Can't really tell from the position of my camera, but yeah, just make sure you don't cover the top of your meat. Okay? Alright, so next what I'm going to do is take the parsley and I'm going to sprinkle some parsley across the top. And again, this is just for added color to your turkey wings. Guys, also, you know what you can do? If you have smoked paprika, you can use some of that as well. That's going to give it like a nice smoky taste. I don't have any right now, but you can use that as well. If you like the flavor of the smoked paprika, that's going to give it a nice smoky taste as well as a really nice color once it's done as well. I actually think I have some regular paprika. Let's see. We have so much stuff in our cabinet. It's so hard for me to find my seasonings when I want it. Okay, here it is. I knew I had some. Okay, so I'm just going to use regular paprika. And again, I'm going to just put it across the top. It's going to give the turkey wings a really nice color. This don't really have much of a flavor to me at all. I don't think this has much of a flavor. I just like the way it makes your meat look. All right. Okay, guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to get a piece of foil and I'm gonna place this into the oven. Now I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. I'm gonna put this in the oven and let this go for about an hour and a half, okay? And then I'm gonna go and check it. Now guys, when I cook, I pretty much eyeball my food. You know, I pretty much know how long my food is gonna take in the oven, but everyone's oven is different. Everyone's oven cooked differently. So just make sure you're keeping an eye on it while you're getting ready to prep it and put it into the oven, okay? Just make sure you keep an eye on it. Check it like after an hour or so. Okay, so let me get the foil. So guys, what I'm gonna do, when this is just about done, I'm gonna come back and let you guys see what it looks like, okay? Now, what I also do is, when my turkey wings are just about done, I'll remove the foil. With the foil being removed, it's gonna help brown the top of your turkey wings, because I like mine a little crispy. I don't like them soft and soggy. I like to get that little crisp on top. So when you remove the foil, that's gonna allow you to have that crispy skin on top of the turkey wings. And you'll remove it and keep it in the oven for at least the last half hour, and then your turkey wings will be complete. So let me get this together. I'm gonna get these into the oven, and again, I'm gonna come back and once these are almost completed, I'm gonna come back and show you guys exactly what it looks like. All right, so I'll see you guys in a minute. There you have it, guys. Baked turkey wings. Look at that. You can see that all those flavors and juices are popping. Absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to dig into one of these turkey wings. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you all try it. It is very, very delicious. And let me know how you like it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all take care, be blessed, and stay safe. Have a good night. See you all next time.